Tablet 7. My friend, why are the great gods in conference? In my dream, Anu, Enlil, and Shamash held a council, and Anu spoke to Enlil. Because they killed the bull of heaven and have also slain Humbaba, one of them, who pulled up the cedar of the mountain, must die. Enlil said, let Enkidu die, but Gilgamesh must not die. But the sun god of heaven replied to valiant Enlil, was it not at my command that they killed the bull of heaven and Humbaba? Should now innocent Enkidu die? Then Enlil became angry at Shamash, saying, it is you who are responsible because you travel daily with them as their friend. Enkidu was lying sick in front of Gilgamesh, his tears flowing like canals. He, Gilgamesh, said, oh brother, dear brother, why are they absolving me instead of my brother? Then Enkidu said, so now must I become a ghost, to sit with the ghosts of the dead, to see my dear brother nevermore? In the cedar forest where the great gods dwell, I did not kill the cedar. Enkidu addressed Gilgamesh, saying to Gilgamesh his friend, come, friend, the door. Enkidu raised his eyes and spoke to the door as if it were human. You stupid wooden door, with no ability to understand. Already at 10 leagues I selected the wood for you, until I saw the towering cedar. Your wood was without compare in my eyes. 72 cubits was your height, 14 cubits your width, 1 cubit your thickness. Your doorpost, pivot stone, and post cap, I fashioned you, and I carried you to Nippur. Had I known, O door, that this would be your gratitude, and this your gratitude, I would have taken an axe and chopped you up, and lashed your planks I erected and in Uruk they heard. But yet, O door, I fashioned you, and I carried you to Nippur. May a king who comes after me reject you. May he remove my name and set his own name there. He ripped out, threw down. He, Gilgamesh, kept listening to his words and retorted quickly. Gilgamesh listened to the words of Enkidu, his friend, and his tears flowed. Gilgamesh addressed Enkidu, saying, friend, the gods have given you a mind broad, and though it behooves you to be sensible, you keep uttering improper things. Why, my friend, does your mind utter improper things? The dream is important but very frightening. Your lips are buzzing like flies. Though there is much fear, the dream is very important. To the living, they, the gods, leave sorrow. To the living, the dream leaves pain. I will pray and beseech the great gods. I will seek and appeal to your God, Enlil, the father of the gods. Enlil, the counselor, you. I will fashion a statue of you of gold without measure. Do not worry. Gold. What Enlil says is not. What he said cannot go back. Cannot. What he has laid down cannot go back. Cannot. My friend, of fate goes to mankind. Just as dawned to glow, Enkidu raised his head and cried out to Shamash. At the first gleam of the sun, his tears poured forth. I appeal to you, O Shamash, on behalf of my precious life, because of that notorious trapper who did not let me attain the same as my friend. May the trapper not get enough to feed himself. May his profit be slashed and his wages decrease. May be his share before you. May he not enter, but go out of it like vapor. After he cursed the trapper to his satisfaction, his heart prompted him to curse the harlot. Come now, harlot, I am going to decree your fate, a fate that will never come to an end for eternity. I will curse you with a great curse. May my curses overwhelm you suddenly, in an instant. May you not be able to make a household. and may not be able to love a child of your own. May you not dwell in the of girls. May dregs of beer stain your beautiful lap. May a drunk soil your festal robe with vomit, the beautiful of the potter. May you never acquire anything of bright alabaster. May the judge, may shining silver, man's delight, not be cast in your house. May a gateway be where you rake your pleasure. May a crossroad be your home. May a wasteland be your sleeping place. May the shadow of the city wall be your place to stand. May the thorns and briars skin your feet. May the drunk and the dry slap you on the cheek in your city streets. May owls nest in the cracks of your walls. May no parties take place, present, and your filthy lap may be his because of me, while I blameless you have against me. When Shamash heard what his mouth had uttered, he suddenly called out from the sky, Enkidu, why are you cursing the harlot Shamhat, she who fed you bread fit for a god, she who gave you wine fit for a king, she who dressed you in grand garments, and she allowed you to make beautiful Gilgamesh your comrade. Now Gilgamesh is your beloved brother friend. He will have you lie on a grand couch, will have you lie on a couch of honor. He will seat you in the seat of ease, the seat at his left, so the princes of the world kiss your feet. He will have the people of Uruk go into mourning and moaning over you, and will fill the happy people with woe over you. And after you, he will let his body bear a filthy mat of hair, will don the skin of a lion and roam the wilderness. As soon as Enkidu heard the words of valiant Shamash, his agitated heart grew calm, his anger abated. Enkidu spoke to the harlot, saying, Come, Shamhat, I will decree your fate for you. Let my mouth, which has cursed you, now turn to bless you. May governors and nobles love you. May he who is 1 league away bite his lip in anticipation of you. May he who is 2 leagues away shake out his locks in preparation. May the soldier not refuse you, but undo his buckle for you. May he give you rock, crystal, lapis lazuli, and gold. May his gift to you be earrings of filigree. May his supplies be heaped up. May he bring you into the house of the gods. May the wife, the mother of 7 children, be abandoned because of you. Enkidu's innards were churning, lying there so alone. He spoke everything he felt, saying to his friend, Listen, my friend, to the dream that I had last night. The heavens cried out, and the earth replied, and I was standing between them. There appeared a man of dark visage. His face resembled the Anzu. His hands were the paws of a lion, his nails the talons of an eagle. He seized me by my hair and overpowered me. I struck him a blow, but he skipped about like a jump rope. And then he struck me and capsized me like a raft, and trampled on me like a wild bull. He encircled my whole body in a clamp. Help me, my friend, I cried. But you did not rescue me. You were afraid and did not. Then he turned me into a dove, so that my arms were feathered like a bird. Seizing me, he led me down to the house of darkness, the dwelling of Urkala, to the house where those who enter do not come out, along the road of no return, to the house where those who dwell do without light, where dirt is their drink, their food is of clay, where like a bird they wear garments of feathers, and light cannot be seen, they dwell in the dark. And upon the door and bolt there lies dust. On entering the house of dust, everywhere I looked, there were royal crowns gathered in heaps. Everywhere I listened, it was the bearers of crowns who in the past had ruled the land, but who now served Anu and Enlil cooked meats, served confections and poured cool water from water skins. In the house of dust that I entered, there sat the high priest and acolyte. There sat the purification priest and ecstatic. There sat the anointed priests of the great gods. There sat Itana. There sat Sumukan. There sat Ereshkigal, the queen of the netherworld. Belisari, the scribe of the netherworld, knelt before her. She was holding the tablet and was reading it out to her. Ereshkigal, she raised her head when she saw me. Who has taken this man? I, who went through every difficulty, remember me and forget not all that I went through with you. My friend has had a dream that bodes ill. The day he had the dream came to an end. Enkidu lies down a first day, a second day, that Enkidu in his bed, a third day and a fourth day, that Enkidu in his bed, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, that Enkidu in his bed, an eighth, a ninth, a tenth, that Enkidu in his bed. Enkidu's illness grew ever worse. Enkidu drew up from his bed and called out to Gilgamesh, "My friend hates me." While he talked with me in Uruk, as I was afraid of the battle, he encouraged me. My friend who saved me in battle has now abandoned me. I and you. At his noises, Gilgamesh was roused like a dove. He moaned, "May he not be held in death, O preeminent among men. To his friend I will mourn him, I at his side."